Oh, let me send out this link. Mimi, I'm broadcasting live and you going in the back. I get my show banned. Can I get a bowl of cereal? Thank you. No. I'm gonna get a bowl of cereal, guys, so excuse me. Show. Who's up in here? What's up, y'all? What up, High Bridge? What up, Seth? Excuse me while I eat some Cheerios. Okay. Man, homie. See y'all scouting me. Looking for some players, man. I got some guys I'm not gonna resign, so you know. I'm trying to see what's out there. Charlotte. What? This guy doesn't look bad either. David Dean. $318. Big fellas. What's good though, Mike? Joel Heath. Okay. All right. Run stopper. Supposed to be playing the Bucks after the show. A noon one. Look at this shit right here, man. AFC. Patriots finally lost. I'm like, shout out to the Broncos for beating the Patriots to me. I just got a few more bites of my cereal, and I'm gonna get started. In the meantime, go grab yourself a drink. I know Nick will be up here soon with the mock draft. It's at around 6:30. I'm sure that there's some shuffling going on. Hey! The cat. So, looks like, so I traded, for the guys over here, I traded a handful of picks for the Saints' first round pick in this draft. Because my roster has no talent really, so I'd like to pick, get some picks early on. We got Chicago over Green Bay, Detroit over the Browns. I saw this game. I think what you call it, out. I don't know how long Cousins is out, but Dallas over Atlanta. Okay. Seth keeps rolling, and Denver over New England. Alright, so we got a few more games left. Get these games in. Like I said, I'll be playing the Bucks later on. I wonder what Daddy Leagues has the spread on the Buck versus me. Alright, we can get down to business. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the show. As I that's right, swallow the rest of my cereal. The temperature outside is dropping. Fall has arrived in New York City. So it's getting cold out here. Football season is upon us, and I'm excited actually to be playing Madden. Really, to be honest with you, I wasn't really that enthused. My roster being as bad as it is or was, or excuse me, whatever the case it is, I just wasn't a fan of the game for a little bit. Madden, in my opinion, and I guess a lot of games are, but I guess sports titles in particular, especially when you feel like you have an understanding. I'm sorry, while I pick up my headset. Sports games make you feel like you have no clue what you think you know about the sport. It's just, Anyway, so I played a game today earlier. in our other league, brother league or sister league or whatever, fraternity, sorority, maternity, whatever you guys want to call it. Our trio of leagues, and I felt much better playing, even though I haven't played in a while. Um, all the things that I know to do in football, excuse me, were executed pretty well. So I lost, but I felt better playing. So when you play with a good roster and things happen the way you think they should happen, it's exciting to play the game. But I'm excited also because I feel like I know what I'm doing with my team. I've got some direction. I've got an idea of what I want to do, what I'm trying to accomplish. That being said, let's hop right into, you know what? It's 11 minutes. So at the 15-minute mark, I'll go through the standings. But right now, we'll look at some stats. I think the standings are probably more intriguing than the stats. I only have five passing touchdowns in about 10 weeks of football. 4 rushing touchdowns in 10 weeks of football. Robbie Anderson has no touchdowns. Like I said, without talent, the game is really, really tough. So we'll look at these yearly awards. Deion Lewis looking like MVP. I cannot have Deion Lewis be the MVP only because it makes the Patriots that much better and that much harder to contend with. Wow, Pierre Paul up there. Oh, a few defensive guys. That's new. I mean, EA still hasn't added the stats to the side of the thing. I don't know why. And we don't know if they'll ever do it. Coach of the Year is definitely probably. Oh, look at all these 8-1 teams. Jeez. I mean, what did you guys do? Like, go ahead and buy the Madden 18 cheese pack? Alright. So, AFC will just. I won't. Spencer Ware, Defensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year. For 4 or 5 Chiefs squad. That's interesting. Derek Rose. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what position he is. I don't know anything about him. James Harrison, Shane Ray, Suggs, Gilmore, McLennan, Wake, Marshall. So, offensive rookie, Deshaun Watson, okay. Fournette, wow. Okay, I mean, if the Jags could see this. I had my guy, Elijah McGuire. He was killing, but he's hurt. That just sucks. Yeah, that just sucks, the fact that he got hurt. I mean, he was like my best offensive player. I just was able to rely on him. T.J. Watt, Jamal Adams. If Jamal Adams could have more picks, this would be locked up. Man, Watt is already 80 overall. I mean, and here come the Bills. Myles Garrett. Best QB, Watts. Wow, best QB, Watts, not the AFC. Surprised. Deion Lewis, not surprised. Brandon Cooks, not surprised. But I don't think the competition's too steep. Yanda, Wake, T.J. Watt. Okay. Wilkerson and Williams and Ingram, Bosa, Houston, Suggs, Lamar Houston and Justin. Okay. Shane Ray, Deron Lee, Woodyard. I mean, corners. Jalen Ramsey. And we don't care for kickers around here. So we'll go to NSC. We'll roll our way backwards. Jimmy Ward, Trufant, Joyner, Swearinger. I think Swearinger had a good game just now versus the Vikings. What's going on, fellas? In about 30 seconds, I'll go over the standings. We'll take a look at some of these awards and whatnot. I feel like there's a lot to discuss, or not a lot to discuss. It's just that when I looked at the standings, everything just jumped out at me. That it would be good to talk about. So we got the best backers: Goodson and Anthony Floyd, Zach Brown, Mark Barron. What up, TW? Pierre Paul, Solomon Thomas, Kerry Hyder Jr., Cameron Jordan, Graham, Offensive line. We don't know how this is judged, so we just leave it. Odell, Julius, Julio, Michael, Deshaun, Bryant. And we'll go all the way down just to see. Fitz, Shepard, Benjamin Garcon, Samuel. Best running back, Todd Gurley, yeah. That's not bad. Justin Jordan Howard. I don't know. I think Keely. I don't know if Keely had a. I know. When I was watching the Redskins game earlier, Keely looked like he was struggling. Every once in a while, he'd break a nice big run. So I don't know how well Puba's been playing with the Skins all year. McCaffrey, Abdullah, Elliott, Cook, Hyde. And Dalvin Cook is a big back. I was watching that game. He looks huge. Can somebody tell me how big Dalvin Cook is? Best QB is the 4-5 Saints. I mean, Ford, if you're paying attention, man, you got a chance to snag some XP, even though it's probably not worth it because of his age or whatever. So a lot of guys rolled out with a lot of young quarterbacks. I see. I think he's a rookie, second-year guy. Rookie. I think he's a rookie, second-year guy. He's still young, but he doesn't even count. Second-year guy. Obviously, he's gonna start. Let me look at the AFC in terms of youth. Watson. Not Mahomes. Kaiser. Yeah, so 3. So I mean, it's whatever. All right, so like I said, the standings. Oh my gosh, the standings are. If you are an AFC team, I'm gonna say this right now, and I may have seen, you are probably one of the worst M18 players we have in this league this year. Because look at this record: 8-1, 8-1, and then. Then 5-3, 5-3, 5-3, but it didn't look like this earlier. But it's not. I mean, it's still tight. It's still really, really tight. These guys have a game to play, right? So 8 games. The 9 games. 8, 9. So I mean. I feel like the AFC is definitely not. I don't know. I was saying earlier this. No. AFC is not as good this year at all. But these teams that are at 500 are still capable of getting into the playoffs. I mean, if things break their way. So, Steelers taking care of business at 5-3. Bengals 4-4. Browns 3-6. Ravens 3-6. So I would say the Ravens and Browns are definitely out of this playoff race. Without question. These guys are just playing to secure draft spots and, see how the young guys play. And the same can be said for all the other teams. But the Titans and Texans is definitely a tight race. One of these teams can be or probably will be the wild card spot. Jags and Colts are definitely out. In the East, the Bills have put 3 wins together. And so they are in a chance to have a wild card spot. Right now, they probably hold the 6th spot. I haven't looked at the AFC West yet. And here I am, just trying to hang on for dear life. Yeah. So 8-1 Broncos, 4-4 Chargers. I think the Chargers have a game to play. Maybe somebody can correct me. He's the only one who hasn't played a game. I think doesn't have 9 played games. So if the Chargers win, let's say the Chargers win, let's say if I won, I would obviously the Bills. I think the Bills have the tiebreaker versus me. So, and then you've got the Texans and Titans at 5-3. I'm not sure if they've played each other yet. So if they have, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Don't think they played each other yet. Probably would have saw something because I know. What up, Moot? So, I mean, it's definitely very interesting to see that the AFC is definitely not as good as the NFC, but makes for a much more interesting playoff race because we are at week either 9 or 10. I want to say 10, maybe 9. Down. The cat. Let me tell you, cats are like one of the most sneakiest animals in the world. Anyway, so these are 1, 2. Let's say it's 3. So this is your top 4 right here, and then wild card. But Chargers are 4-4, Bengals are 4-4, and I'm 4-5, and the Chiefs are 4-5. So there's some hope for these 4-5 teams like myself and these 4-4 teams. I don't play the Bills again. I don't know what the Texans' remaining schedule is. I mean, I'd be interested to take a look at this Texans schedule to see what it looks like. All right, so we'll hop into the NFC where things seem to be a bit more clear in terms of who's going where. Giants and okay, see TW search, but yeah. So you have the Chargers and Chiefs, but I don't think that the Chiefs. He started. I think he started off hot and then he's cooled off. I think he's only 4-5 right now. But the Giants and Bears 8-1, so they're pretty much. I think they're locked, and I think all these 6-win teams are pretty much in. It's gonna be tough for the Bucks. I mean, I play the Bucks next. I mean, a win would give him obviously 6. But he's probably the only one that has a lot to fight for. I mean, it's week. It'll be week 9 or 10, but teams don't really implode like that. You know, teams don't go win 6 games and then go lose another 6 or whatever. Or whatever. It just isn't. I haven't seen it happen, so I'm not gonna think. I'm gonna say that it probably won't happen. But so Lions, I think it's Demuse, and this is our boy Shy. Vikings, Packers is G World, not G World. Yeah, I think it is G World. And Vikings is Brad. I want to call him Brad, but forget about it. I think it is. I just want to call him Brad for whatever reason. Falcons, Bucks, Saints, Panthers. I said this is the toughest division in Madden in our league right now. I still think it's the toughest division. I think once TW gets his roster together, I guess with mine as well, we could be maybe the second toughest division. Only because Knuckles got off to a great start, 8-1, and if he continues to play the way he's played this year, it'll be tough to make the playoffs, I guess. So I guess that's how I kind of judge how tough or how easy. I hate to say easy, but how I guess easy a division is. Just what's your likelihood of getting into the playoffs? I don't think the NFC East is the toughest. See, but look, you guys are 3-6, 3-6. I know Conan is much better. I know League can play much better, but I mean, I guess so. But I just look at the South though, man. This is tight. This is really, really tight. These guys are within the game of each other. And I think the Panthers are playing right now. So if he wins, he's 5-5, puts him at 500, and it puts some pressure on the Buccaneers to win his game versus me later. That's not. I'm not gonna lie down and let him just win though. But I would say obviously that South is probably the toughest one. And look, the Rams, Cards, Seahawks. And what you call it? I'm gonna say Player's been really good the last 2 Maddens. I mean, I remember at some point he wasn't that great, but he always seemed to get better towards the end of the year. And for a lot of end of the Madden cycle, what I want to say is that a lot of guys, once you start getting the players you want and building the team that you want to have on the field, your play changes. There's definitely an uptick in success if you're a good player and you have a good team. So So like I said, I think the Rams are probably definitely in at this rate. Um, Giants and Redskins, I think, are definitely in. Redskins would be that wild card. This is wide open, but I mean the Falcons have been playing really well. Obviously 6-3, and then like I said, the Bucks. I think the Bucks and the Panthers. I mean Ford is my man, but I think Ford has a lot of, and he said himself, a lot of deficiencies on defense, which I think hinders him from kind of like competing. And as you can see on earlier, in terms of best QB for the NFC, it's Drew Brees. So obviously on offense, he's able to put up some numbers at times. I think he lost earlier. I think he lost to TW. Only scored 3 points, something like that. But the offense is definitely capable. So at 5-0, he scored 240 points, but he's given up a lot of points too, 220. And Mike too is giving up a lot of points too, but he has a chance to go 500 right now. Like I said, Bears and Lions. So the Lions are a wild card. So the two wild cards right now would be the Lions and I believe this Redskins team. So like I said, it's almost, it's not quite cut and dry for the NFC, but I feel like I said the AFC is way more interesting to watch because of all the how close all the guys are once you come off those first two teams. And Trick, we're gonna hop right into Trick's mock draft. I think it's 2.0 or 3.0. He'll call me. Just give me a second. Here we go. What are these cats doing? Yo!
What up?
What's going on, my man? My man with the draft plans.
Not much. Mike's in overtime over there. Panthers, Dolphins overtime.
Overtime with the Dolphins?
Oh, he just texted me. I lost.
Oh,
Dolphins win in OT.
Jesus. So what's going on with this AFC East? Look at this. The Dolphins got 4 wins. I mean, he's not mathematically out of it, but it's going to be a tight one. All right. So, I
responded to Mike. I told him, I said, I just announced it live on the show because he goes, I lost.
Oh, my gosh. I wonder if that, let's see, look at that schedule. I wonder how long it takes to update. That's interesting. Let's go. There it is right here. Mike. Oh, Mike was playing catch up the whole game. Yeah. Looked like he was down. Was that 17-6 at half?
Jesus.
Yeah, man. I mean,
it's odd. I'm not used to seeing him struggle at all.
Well, I mean, I feel like the same way, man. Look, no touchdowns for Cam. Stephen Morris, I feel like this Madden is definitely much different than years past. Couldn't stop the run. Jay Ajayi went off for $120 on 10 attempts. Jesus. It's gotta be a long run in there somewhere. Not even. He had a 46 run. As long as it's 46, it wasn't that bad, but oh wow. Mike Olsen, Kenny Stills, $110. That was his man. I remember when I played him. He loves Kenny Stills. Kenny Stills is his guy. Okay. Well, that's we're struggling out here. I think all the quote unquote big name guys who kind of like each year play really well are definitely struggling this year.
Yep, it's very weird.
Yeah, and
the league is upside down.
The league is upside down. So I mean, if you can win now, do it now, guys. Because once these guys get their Madden legs,
yeah,
it's gonna be back to business as usual. All right, so let's hop right into this mock draft. What is this, 2 or 3?
2.0.
2.0. And we'll start from the number 1 overall pick. I don't know who that is right now.
That's the Vikings. He just
Okay.
lost in overtime to Puba.
To Pooh. Oh, that game
Did
went
you
to
watch?
overtime. No, I
Yeah.
saw Pooh was up like 11 points, something like that. It was weird.
It went to he scored a touchdown to make it a 3-point game and got the onside kick with like 1:15.
Oh
And I
shoot.
just gotta say, what I saw in that fourth quarter, I've never seen it in Madden before. This is definitely the most broken version. This guy, the Vikings, had the ball. He threw a pass to the end zone.
Mhm.
The DB did that animation where he kind of like grabs him,
Mhm.
where you know it's automatic pass interference.
Yeah.
I see a flag. I'm like, oh shit. They call offensive holding.
Wow.
The ball was thrown. The DB tackle, grabbed the receiver.
Yeah.
It's definitely a guaranteed pass interference, and he got a penalty for offensive hold. I'd never seen that in my life. I was like, wow. Instead of getting the ball first and goal to one, he lost 10 yards.
Jeez.
I couldn't
mean,
believe it.
if the holding happens first, then I guess it's holding and not a PI.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see them add offsetting penalties into Madden.
Yeah, but is that
Like
really
in real life, that would have
offsetting?
been offset. That would have been offset in real life. The only way one penalty supersedes another in real life is if one is a personal foul and the other one is, like a bullshit. But yo, that was crazy. I saw it. I said, "Wow, he's gonna get first and goal at the one with 15 seconds down by 3," and instead he lost 10 yards.
Jeez. Well, my heart
So
goes
yeah,
out to you.
he's picking first. I mean, he wasn't too crushed about losing, but the kind of shit that happens in these games,
Yeah.
All right, so he's still picking first. Let me just pull this up for a second. I had him. He was picking first in the last mock draft. The last mock draft was just a little disclaimer. I, didn't do it based on scouting. This one, I was able to scout the entire first round. So I'm kind of doing it based on scouting. I'm not mocking shitty players, in the top 10, top 15. So it's really based on scouting, and it's gonna get more and more. I'm gonna nail it better once the combine results come out.
Oh
So
shit.
I'm trying to nail this thing, man. I mean, I don't just do it, I'm trying to nail it. So all right. So first, I got the Vikings.
Okay.
I had him going linebacker with the other one. Like I said, I have him narrowed down to either wide receiver or a linebacker. I know he kind of wants a corner, which I couldn't fault him for going corner here, but he has two good young corners, Trey Waynes and they just drafted one.
Mackenzie Alexander.
Oh yeah, Mackenzie Alexander. So I can't see him wasting this pick. Pick one, you have to get it has to be an impact player, and at a position you need. So I got him going linebacker again, Key Lion Powers, which. The last mock draft I told you, I don't know why, I just got a gut feeling about him. I feel like he's going to be one of the best players in the draft. So pick one, left outside linebacker, Key Lion Powers.
Okay.
Pick two is the Dolphins that just beat Mike in OT. He, he mentioned in the chat that I was wrong, and F you Dolphins for trying to correct me and tell me I suck, but... He's talking about quarterback. He got Tannehill. He got Tannehill with a big contract.
Yeah.
You can't. It's like just like Pooper from last year with Flacco. You just can't get rid of those contracts. You just can't cut them because you're gonna screw yourself. I mean, his cap penalty, I'm sure, is probably something around 15, 20 million. You cannot afford that.
14 right now. 14-3.
There you go. So, and then you can't have a guy taking up that much cap and then use a premium pick like the number 2 overall on a quarterback.
Yeah.
You have too much invested in that position, so you can't do it. I'm sticking with middle linebacker. I'm sticking with Andre Peters to Miami.
Let's see, linebacker. Yeah, he's old that line. Yeah, he's got
old.
He's got four guys. He's got four guys at 30.
And slow too.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see him. He needs a little bit of interior offensive line. He could use a tight end, defensive end, but here you got to take one of the best players in the draft, and you got to go middle linebacker Andre Peters to Miami. Pick 3 is the Colts. In the last mock, he was picking 4th, and I had him going defensive tackle. But I looked at his roster again, And I see like he needs a corner pretty bad. He has, let me see if I can remember off the top of my
He's
head.
got a rookie that's not bad. Quincy Wilson. It's definitely he's not a stud per se, but he's
No,
definitely
see
more
that,
than
and
serviceable.
especially now he'll be at this spot. He'll be able to get the top corner in the draft
Okay.
if it shakes out the way I got it going. So I got him
Yeah.
going Fisher Blair, and like I said, these corners right now, all you can do is based on the little letter grades they give you. Once the
Yeah.
combine comes out, you're gonna know. You'll be able to know which are the top guys.
Yeah.
The guy that has the 4.2740,
Woo,
4.3040, something
4.27.
like that. Oh, if you
Thanks.
see one of those, you take him. You just take him like Ford did with what was his face? What was that
Uh,
guy's name? Chekwa.
Checkwa, yeah.
So pick four, I had him going defensive tackle, but I feel like corner is more a premium position, and I got him going corner. Fisher Blair, the top corner off the board, at pick three.
Okay.
Pick four is Machiavelli, Seattle. He moved up a lot. He moved up since the last mock. He was pick 11, I think. Yeah, pick 11. And I had him going tackle because, I mean, he needs it, and there was a bunch of players that his other needs were all gone. So now at pick four, he's able to go and get a better play. He doesn't need to settle for a tackle, which I wouldn't recommend it. Not this draft, at least, in the first round. So I got him going corner again, Shenard McLaughlin.
Okay.
He's got age at corner.
Yeah, he probably needs a corner, yeah.
He's got shirt. Look, his two corners, 88, 80, all his corners, not one with 90 speed or better, except for
Shaquille Griffin.
a rookie
Yeah.
that can't cover.
Right.
So I got him going corner, pick four. Pick five, Arizona. He moved up a couple spots as well. He was picking. Oh no, he's actually in the same exact spot, pick
Okay.
five. I'm not changing. He's going quarterback. When your quarterback is Carson Palmer, and you don't have the Russian rocket in that locker room like you did last year. So I got him going quarterback. Like I said, it's it's hard to tell apart with just these letter grades.
Yeah.
But I mean, some guy's gonna fall in love with the 6'6" guy.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna fall in love with the guy with the A+ throw power. To me, you go with the best balance across the board, and that's Reed Case Vaughan, Alabama quarterback.
Yeah, he definitely needs a QB. Yeah, I would not.
Yeah, he once you need a QB, you don't even check the rest of the roster.
Yeah.
Especially at pick five.
Yep.
Especially when there's not a single quarterback's been taken. You have your pick of the litter over here. Oh, here we go. Okay. So pick 6 is Dallas from Conan and the goat chewing on his cables. At least he can use that as an excuse now.
I know, but this guy has like one of the best rosters. I think
It's crazy, man. Seriously, do me a favor right now. Go look at his stats on offense. Pull it up for the show. Let them see it. Let them see his passing and his rushing.
Hold on, let's get it. Let's get to these stats.
You're going to be in complete shock at the numbers you see. Especially with that offensive line.
Okay. He's only got 8 touchdowns, 15 picks. I mean, he's running all right.
He picked it up with Zeke. He was doing shitty before the last time I checked.
Yeah. I mean,
but still, with that offensive line.
Yeah, it's not bad. He just can't put no wins together.
He can't. I don't know what's going on, but like you
sacks.
said, it's the guys that are usually at the top of the league are struggling now.
Yeah.
So anyway, with the last mock, he had pick 6, and I had a player he needs badly going already, so he couldn't get him, but now he's available. He desperately needs a receiver. He desperately needs speed, in particular at wide receiver. So I got him going with the top speed receiver, Louis Gene Gills, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
He's that 5'8", 178 slot, 94 speed midget receiver that Trick Whitey used to fall in love with last year. So there you go. That's pick 6. Pick 7 is Green Bay. He was pick 10 in my last mock. I had him going corner. He doesn't have many needs at all. He could use a pass rusher, but there's not one pass rusher worthy of. I mean, I haven't scouted past the first round, but
Yeah.
there's none worthy of going in the first round from what I can see. So I'm sticking with him a corner. I'm going Lawrence Simon, Oklahoma.
You say you got him going corner?
Corner to
Okay.
Green Bay. By the way, man, there's like 6 great corners in the
Yeah, I
first
know.
round.
Oh,
Once it's all gonna come down to that combine.
oh man, it's gonna be wild. Let me just turn these lights on 1 second.
It's gonna be wild.
All right, here we go. It's much better for me at least. All right, so you got a corner. So
That's
was
Green-
that
that's
was that the
Green Bay
second corner off
corner.
the board or the third?
No, that's the third.
Okay, damn.
And look, like if those combine numbers come back and they're all fast,
Mhm.
it could end up being 4 out of the top 5 or 6 or 7
Yeah.
picks will be corners.
Yep.
All right, so pick 8 is Jacksonville. I had him going with the last mock. I think he dropped a spot. Yeah, no, he's in the exact same spot. Pick 8. I had him going quarterback. Blake Bortles ain't gonna get it done. He's got that, and that team is really, really good. He's got a great defense. He's got a great running
Yeah.
back. He's got good receivers. Blake
And
Bortles
Bortles-
ain't gonna get it done. I
Yeah,
got him
Bortles is
going quarterback.
Yeah, and Bortles, I mean, he's still on that rookie deal. Looks like, right? I think he's still.
It
on that
looks like
rookie.
it. Well,
Yeah.
maybe Bortles got hurt.
No, he's got 2 years left on the deal. Okay.
He's got
Quarter.
6 picks and 6 touchdowns, 14 picks with Blake Bortles completing only 50%. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not that far away, but
Me neither. I got him going quarterback. Zach Neal, 6'6". From where the hell is he from? Wisconsin. That's the 3rd player from Wisconsin so far in the top 8. They're a powerhouse, Wisconsin, I guess. Apparently. All right, pick 9 is the Browns. He ain't gonna be down for very long. He also picks 22 in the first round as well. He's
Okay.
one of 3 teams that has 2 first-round picks, yourself included.
yeah, buddy. Need
I
it.
don't know how that happened.
Some wheeling and dealing, man. Some wheeling
Wheeling
and
and dealing. All right, so I got Cleveland. He's actually got a really good roster. I think I mentioned it last time. He could use a corner, could use a safety, could use a receiver, even though he has a bunch of young receivers. Or you could use a linebacker, and I got him going linebacker here, pick 9. Frank Hendricks from Penn State.
Oh, yeah, he can use a middle linebacker. Wow.
Yep. A lot of these guys, there's a lot of teams that need linebacker, which kind of sucks for me because that's my top need. So they're linebacker pick 9. See, hold on. Then we got button matching Baltimore at pick 10. Excuse me. Baltimore is another roster it's getting old. He's
Yeah.
handcuffed with Flacco. He can't
Handcuffed.
do anything with him. I mean, if you were to cut him, it's like a $40, $50 million
It's
penalty.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
And I mean, how many years does he have left? I think he has like another 3 years.
Nah, I think it's more than that. I'm gonna look right now,
Which
but I
is
think.
it's awful, man.
It's
They're like,
yeah.
oh,
I mean, we complain about this thing right now in Madden. Can you imagine what that ownership in real life? He's got
yeah,
5 years left on
exactly.
that deal.
Remember,
5
he
years.
got paid right after the Super Bowl.
Yep, 5 years left on that deal.
He got paid for he's still getting paid for what he did 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, so he got age everywhere. Let me see. They were picking 14th last, so he's lost a couple of games. He moved up to pick 10.
Mm-hmm.
I got him needing a wide receiver, a tackle, linebacker, safety. Linebackers, there's been 2 or 3 off the board already. I don't see anyone going here. Safety, he needs and that's where I got him going. I can't see a tackle. There's no. It sucks, man. If you need offensive line, you're screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be depth later in the later rounds, but
Mm-hmm.
as far as I can see, in the first round, there's only one that's projected to go, and I don't think he's too great. So anyway, I got him going free safety, Harmon Wise, Ohio State, pick 10. He's got, I know he has Eric Weddle, and he has
Yeah.
a bunch of old guys at free
Yeah,
safety.
30, 32, and another guy at 30.
Yeah, he's got Tony Jefferson, who's good and young, and he's good for a while, but
Mm-hmm.
nobody else. So I got him taking the first free safety off the board at pick 10. Pick 11 is yours truly, and if it stays this way, I'm going to be very upset. Because my top two needs are linebacker and corner, and at this point, there's three corners off the board and three linebackers off the board. So I'm hoping and praying some quarterback needy teams get ahead of me, or I'm able to jump some of these guys because at this spot it sucks. It really sucks. So I mean, I know my roster in and out. I got a great offensive line. I've got good receiver. I could use a third receiver, but Crabtree's getting old. I got good tight ends. I got Marshawn, who he's gonna probably retire after this year, but I still have two young backs. Uh, I got Khalil Mack, who's probably the best defensive player in the game, and he has 3 sacks. He missed 6 weeks with an injury. I got a good young corner, two good young safeties. I need a linebacker in the worst way. I could also use interior help on the defensive line, so that's where I got myself going. In this scenario, if things shake out differently, I might snatch a linebacker, might snatch a corner, but in this scenario, if it plays out this way, I'm going to go defensive tackle Frankie Gibson, LSU.
Okay.
I wish I knew everyone's roster like the way I know my own. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
All right, so pick 12 is Philly. He won a few games. I remember I was speaking to him the other day. He was talking about a sim that was going to happen. And I said, well, yeah, well, wouldn't you rather lose the sim? And he said, oh, I said, you're picking second. And he's like, oh, I won 3 straight. I was like, damn, it sucks to be you.
No, man.
But, he's still alive for the playoffs, I believe.
I don't think so.
No, oh, yeah, you're right. The NFC is.
Yeah, I think 8-1 and 6-3 for the Redskins. 8-1 for the
Jesus.
Giants. So he's definitely not in.
Oh, yeah, he's screwed.
Yeah.
So anyway, he dropped 10 spots in this since the last mock. He went from pick 2 to pick 12. I had him taking a receiver in the other one, and I got him going receiver again, except not the same one because the other one is off the board. I got him going Leonard McCord, Texas A&M, another 5'9", speedy type. It seems he has a bunch of possession guys.
Yeah, so it looks like too. A lot of guys with decent hands. Not nobody. No burner really.
Yeah, he needs that burner. I put speed wide receiver as one of his top spots, so we'll see. We'll see if he gets that burner. I mean, we'll see when the combine comes out. So pick 13 is Buffalo, our buddy Trick Whitey, and he also picks 15, which I kind of threw up in my mouth a little bit when I saw that. All right, so he's got some needs. I mean, I don't know if you saw what he did with his wide receivers, but he traded Jordan Matthews.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the rookie Zay Jones. I think he was the Bills' second or third round pick this year, and he's got a bunch of 60 overall rookies in there.
Yeah.
I got to assume he's going to try to address the receiver. He could also use. Let me see. Hold on. I find this Bills. Where the heck are the Bills? There we go. I know he's trying to trade Tyrod. I don't buy that he's going to draft a quarterback. He has Peterman. He's a good rookie. He could go receiver. He needs a receiver for sure. He definitely needs some interior offensive line help, center guard. He needs a linebacker. He needs a corner. So, I don't know. I kind of was back and forth on this, but I got him going. I don't think there's any receivers worth taking here. So I got him going corner at pick 13, Leon Gilbert.
Okay.
Right.
I really, really wanted to give him a guard because he needs some interior offensive line help. He got Richie Incognito who's getting old. He's got a couple other guys getting old.
Mhm.
But I feel if, with the two first round picks, you go with the premium position first, and then if you decide to go guard with the second pick, you can.
Yeah.
So he's in a good spot. So that's the fourth corner off the board by pick 13.
Wow.
And like I said, once that combine comes out, if they're all fast, it might be four by pick 6 or pick 7.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Cincinnati pick 14. I wanted so bad to give him that guard in the first round because he needs it. But I found this is bear with me here. He's got a really, really good team, the Bengals. I was surprised. He's got a need at free safety. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a great need, but I mean, he doesn't have any standout there. And I see he has Sean Williams, who's 90 speed at strong safety.
All right.
So I could see you could easily move him to free safety with that. 90-92 acceleration. Pursuit 84. You can easily move him to free safety, or even draft a guy to move to. Anyways, I got him going strong safety here, and I got him moving Sean Williams to free safety.
Okay.
I got him going strong safety Marco's Dantzler, but I really badly wanted to give him the guard in the draft. But I don't know. I find it very hard to take the guard at pick 14. But he is like the best offensive lineman in the first round for sure. It looks like to me. But I got him going strong safety. He was the hardest guy to judge because that roster is really good. He would be better off if he traded that pick, I think, in my opinion. But and 15, rounding out the top 15 is Trick Whitey again. He just picked a corner at pick 13. I told you he desperately needs a wide receiver. There's still no wide receiver to go here. He needs to hope and pray he can jump Philly and jump also Dallas, which I don't know how possible that is. I don't know about their records. But I got him going linebacker here. I told you earlier he needed a linebacker. He needs a receiver bad, but he can't reach. He definitely cannot reach, especially not at pick 15.
Yeah.
He's got Preston Brown, who's slow. You really can't. I mean, can you play a 78 speed middle linebacker? Can you even play him?
You could. I don't know what exactly he's trying to do, but he probably could. Acceleration isn't bad, and he's still fairly young.
He's
so.
got Lorenzo Alexander, who's old.
Yeah, I think
He's got Jarvis Jones, who's slow. So I mean, I could see him going. I could see him reaching for a receiver here. I could also see him snatching up that guard that I was talking about earlier. And I actually, if that was me, that's what I would do. But I got him going middle linebacker Brady St. Pierre at pick 15. And that's it. That's the top 15. Next time I'm going to do the top 20, which hopefully, what week are we in right now?
Let me just check. I think week 10. I kept saying week 9 or 10, but it's week 10. We're in week 10.
Week 10. So advances tomorrow. So 11, 12, Tuesday.
Yeah, it'll be at
Thursday,
end of the season.
Thursday. Yeah, we're at the end of the season next year. So I'm gonna probably I'll do 15 again next week, and then the following week I'll do 20, and then the last one right at draft day I'll do the whole first round.
So, just to give us a quick recap, 1 through 15, where do you have these guys drafted?
1 through 15.
1 through 15. Let's hear it.
Minnesota, Keyline Powers, linebacker. Miami, Andre Peters, linebacker. Indianapolis, Fisher Blair, corner. Arizona, Reed Caseforhunt, quarterback. Dallas, Louis Jean Gills, wide receiver. Green Bay, Lawrence Simon, corner. Jacksonville, Zach Neal, quarterback. Cleveland, Frank Hendricks, middle linebacker. Baltimore, Harmon Wise, free safety. Oakland, Frankie Gibson, defensive tackle. Philly, Leonard McCord, wide receiver. Buffalo, Leon Gilbert, corner. Cincinnati, Marco Dantzler, strong safety. And Buffalo, Brady St. Pierre, middle linebacker. And I'm about to post it in the chat, so if you want to take a look at it, guys, you can look at it.
But how many defensive guys did you have
Oh,
slotted for that?
basically all of them.
Okay.
I got 2 quarterbacks, 2 wide receivers, and all the rest of defense.
Yeah, so four guys
11.
on offense. Yeah, so 11 out of that 15. So
including four corners, and like I said, it's gonna be more than that, especially if they run fast.
Yeah, if they run fast.
Because all the cornerbacks in this draft have good coverage grades. So if they're fast, they're all gonna go, and they're all gonna go quickly.
Yeah. All right, man. Good looking, Trick. Appreciate the draft on the short time scale you was telling me you was working with.
Yeah, I got home late today. It's all right. It happens.
It's
a little easier to do it after I do it the second time, because the first time I write info for all the teams, like their needs and all that stuff. So I had all that stuff written down. So I just basically had to fill in the blanks. Like I said, next week is going to be another top 15. The following week is going to be top 20, and then on draft day, the whole first round.
See how things shake out. Oh man.
Yeah, man. The Bills fucking looking like he's gonna make out like a bandit here with 2 picks in the top 15, and you gotta sneak into that top 15. You're right on the outside looking in. Pick 16. 16 and 20, I believe you have.
Let's see what the Jets are gonna do.
The Jets need to go quarterback. Enough of that Bryce Petty nonsense.
Bryce Petty. Yeah. Jesus. But I'm about to go over these stats. And then play my game, and then everybody play tonight so we could advance tonight. How about that?
Do it. There you go.
Yeah. All right, man. Good looking, yo.
No problem.
All right, later.
All right.
All right, so there it is. That's the top 15 with Tricky's mock draft. It's really, I really wish I could show you guys what he's talking about. And obviously you guys know the players that he's talking about, but it'd be so nice to be able to show you guys the players. But I've scouted, and obviously we all don't scout the same. I don't want to give away my scout and stuff. But we'll run through these stats really quickly. Don't want to keep you guys here all night. It's almost been an hour already. It's Saturday night. You don't want to stay here in front of the TV all night. But as I was scrolling through the stats, as Tricky was talking to me, we've got Cam Newton leading the league in passing yards. He also leads the league in interceptions thrown, but not really, because he's got the same amount of interceptions thrown as my man Russell Wilson. I mean, I did not expect this out of 30 picks is a lot of picks, and we're only at week 10, so basically throwing 3 a game. It is definitely an interesting Madden this year. Like I said, look, Deshaun Watson's looking good, Dalton's looking good, Flacco's looking decent. Not really, but Drew Brees. But look at this. 14 picks in 10 games, which isn't bad. Won a game, more or less. But only 16 touchdowns. So, it's I don't know. Like I said, it's a really weird Madden. And I would like to see I would like to look at some other leagues to see what their numbers are at. And I don't, but look at this. Patrick Mahomes, 22 picks. Cam, 31. These are gaudy interception numbers. 31 for Cam, Mahomes 22, Cousins 19, Carr 19, Flacco 18, Kaiser 17, Winston 16, Mariota 15, Prescott 15, 14, 14, 14. One a game isn't bad, but I've got 10, 8 for these guys. Aaron Rodgers with 1 and 7. It's crazy. It's so crazy. But that's that. So let's hop into the rushing. Like I said, I feel like everybody's running the ball a lot better. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, sister. They got 6 running backs with 1,000 yards. look at the TDs. These double-digit TDs. 16 for Lewis, 13 for Gurley, 12 for Anderson, 12 for Freeman, Howard 10, Kelly 10. So, I mean, everybody's relying on the run. I mean, I think the game is designed for guys to run this year. So I mean, that's that. And then here's Devontae Freeman at 9-10. Lisa, go downstairs. I'm doing live. But you yelling, and you yelling on my thing. Look, no, don't mute it. You just be quiet.
Oh, hi, Colby. Is there people looking?
Yes, there's 5 people looking at me. Just 5. That's all right. These guys are my friends. All right, and so we're going to receiving, and I mean, 45 receptions for T.Y. Hilton. Oh, look at this. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Excuse me. I haven't looked at all these numbers right now. I can guarantee there's probably not a single, maybe one receiver with double-digit touchdowns, and I'm probably no. Odell was still only 7. So we don't see those big passing numbers as we did last year in last Madden, but it's really weird for an NFL that's really a passing league at this point that even our numbers are so low, and I don't want. I don't know. I don't want anything to change really. I guess guys need to adjust on how difficult the game is to throw, and once that happens, I guess we'll have better Madden players. Is what we'll have instead of making the sliders adjust. We should adjust ourselves. Yeah. So Julio leads the lead, followed by T.Y., Brandon Cooks, Curtis Samuel, Benjamin Bryant. He's spreading the ball right here. Jordan Reed, DeAndre Hopkins, Kenny Stills, and Pierre Garçon. So like I said, the numbers aren't spectacular. No one's averaging 100 yards a game in terms of catching. I don't think anybody will this season. Okay, so receiving, blocking. We go to defense because we don't know anything about blocking. Tackles. I've got a sim game in here where I think he had like 15 tackles, so I wouldn't really put my man Deron Lee in terms of tackle leaders. So I usually want to go by like solo tackles. I'm still up there, but still. Tackle for loss. Bobby Wagner, McKinney, Irving. I think he had 7.5 sacks. I looked at that earlier. Cameron Jordan with 9. Pierre Paul with 14.5. And it's surprising to see. I believe the record for the Chiefs is 4-5. But he's got some really good numbers. I think Houston and somebody else are considered like MVPs. I think. Yeah, that's me. I dropped the weights like twice. Sorry. But we've seen double-digit sacks. I mean, obviously guys are holding the ball, trying to find routes, get open. And I would say playing Harrison at end is a genius idea by the Steelers owner. I don't know the guy's name. I'll learn it by like year 1.5 or whatever. But this is just genius. It's a shame that he probably is going to retire after the season. But that's a smart move for a guy who's probably playing a 4-3 right now. This rookie probably looks like he'd be rookie of the year in the NFC defensively, unless there's somebody with major interception numbers. Goodson, Ramsey with 5. Right, so Ramsey's balling. We talked about this last time. The Jags can't really. I think he won a game. I'm not sure, remember, but Ramsey is still Ramsey. So we'll see how that works out. I'm just looking to see if any rookies. So Raiders rookies has 4 picks. Yeah, and like he said, he spoke about it. Once those draft numbers come out, I think after quarterbacks in this game, corners are probably the most important. Obviously, if the quarterback is important to throw the ball, you need somebody you'd want to defend the throw, and I think that's the corners happen to be very, very, very much coveted in this league and in most Madden leagues. Let's see. I know I saw Pooh return a a kick for a touchdown this morning, or this earlier today. So I mean, that's all I really have for tonight. That's all I really have for tonight. I don't really have much to discuss. I mean, maybe I could probably get on, not get on, but probably start taking some suggestions from you guys if you guys want to talk about a thing in particular. I haven't been watching as many games during the week. The weekend, the games that get played on weekend, I can watch. Unfortunately for you guys who stream on Twitch, I can't see it at work. You know, it's just not feasible for the Dolphins. Has John Madden as head coach. Let's take a look at that. Where was I in stats? Yeah. Oh no, I think he just called him John Madden. It doesn't look like John Madden at all. It actually looks like that's John Madden, but it looks like the other guy that used to be in the booth with him. See, Vol has the same face. Apparently Puba and Ford have twin brother coaches. Some other guys. The Trickster has this guy, Machiavelli. I mean, I don't know. There should be way more coach face. This is funny. Oh man, you guys are funny. This guy face again. All right, that's it. I'm off this, guys. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure hosting the show. And thanks for watching, man. Like I think once you start drafting, I feel like guys are really gonna put their teeth into the game. You know, like I said, the roster really becomes yours once you start adding those guys, and re-signing guys or whatnot. But that's all I have for tonight. I'm gonna try to play this Bucks game in like 5 to 10 minutes, and carry on, man. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. You guys are the greatest. Peace out. Peace, 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 peace. Wish I could like fade to black or something like that. I could do it like this, right? That'd be cool. Something like that. Next time. Alright, y'all. Peace. For real. I'm off this. Later. Da. Da 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 da.